Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel, the MathSci Explorers, where in this video you will be learning about indices. So, what are indices? Indices are a way of expressing repeated multiplication. It is a shorthand for multiplying a number by itself a certain number of times. For example, we have an expression 2 cubed, where 2 is the base and 3 is the exponent. This means that we multiply 2 by itself 3 times. Let's look at some more examples in order to understand indices better. The first expression is 3 squared, in which the base is 3 and 2 is the exponent. This means we multiply 3 twice with itself, resulting in 9. For the next example, we have the expression 5 circumflex 4, in which we have to multiply 5 4 times with itself. This would give us the answer 625. For the last example, we have the expression 10 circumflex 0. The answer of this expression is 1. Remember that any non-zero number that is raised to the power of 0 equals 1. Let's break down some basic rules for working with indices. These rules are super helpful and will make solving problems much easier. Ready? Here we go. Rule 1. Multiplying powers with the same base. When you multiply two powers with the same base, you add the exponents. For example, we need to find the product of 3 squared into 3 raised to the power of 4. Since they have the same base, that is 3, we can add their powers. This would result in 3 raised to the power of 6, which equals to 729.
Rule number 2 is dividing power with the same base. When we divide powers with the same base, we subtract the exponents. For example, we have 5 raised to the power of 7 divided by 5 cubed. Since the base is same, we will subtract the powers. This would result in 5 raised to the power of 4. This equals 625. Rule number 3 is power of a power. When you raise a power to another power, you multiply the exponents. For example, we have 2 cubed in a pair of brackets that is further raised to the power of 4. For this we will multiply both of the powers. This will result in 2 raised to the power of 12. The answers of 2 raised to the power of 12 is 4096. Rule number 4 is power of a product. When you raise a product to a power, you distribute the exponent to each factor in the product. For example, we have 3 times 4 in a pair of brackets that is raised to the power of 2. This will mean that we will raise both 3 and 4 to the power of 2. This would result in 9 times 16, which is 144. Rule number 5 is power of a quotient. When you raise a quotient to a power, you distribute the exponent to both the numerator and the denominator. For example, we have 2 divided by 5 contained in a pair of brackets that is raised to the power of 3. This would mean that we now have 2 raised to the power of 3 divided by 5 raised to the power of 3. This equals to 8 divided by 125. Rule number 6 is zero exponent. This states that any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 equals 1. For example, we have 7 raised to the power of 0. After calculation, this equals to 1. Rule number 7 is negative exponent. A negative exponent represents reciprocal of a base raised to the positive exponent. For example, we have 4 raised to the power of negative 2. We will take the reciprocal of this expression, which would be 1 divided by 4 raised to the power of positive 2. With this we have covered the basic rules of indices. Let's go through a quick summary of these rules. 1. When multiplying powers with the same base, we will add the exponents. 2. When dividing powers with the same base, we will subtract the exponents. 3. When taking power of a power, we will multiply the exponents. 4. When taking power of a product, distribute the exponent to each factor. 5. When taking power of a quotient, distribute the exponent to both the numerator and the denominator. 6. Zero exponent, that is, any non-zero number raised to the power of 0 equals 1. 7. Negative exponent. Take the reciprocal of the base raised to the positive exponent. With this our video comes to an end. If this video made indices easier for you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more informative videos.